It's getting a couple of days. How nice is it to kind of just kind of get refreshed and get your mind off of it before you go?
I really needed that break. It was, it was awesome. Going home and, it was really one of the first times that all my high school friends were in the same spot. Our whole group that we had, coming up through high school. It was all of us. There was one friend who wasn't there. He had to work. He actually works at Toys R Us in Mobile. He couldn't come, but everybody else was there, and it was what I needed to just. I laugh. I've never laughed that much. Like we were together pretty much the whole time. I made a fire, just the high school stuff that helped me get my mind off everything, and I feel really refreshed. I feel like starting over when I got here today I needed it.
What were you working on last week in practice, Clint? What's kind of your focus?
Last week, last week was, like I've said before, and I know the coach said it. Just kind of getting back to the basics and just kind of more focusing on us more. And like I've told y'all before, it's the little stupid mistakes that we make. Just the little things though. One missed assignment away from a huge play so many times, and I know it's the case with a lot of people, but it happens a lot to us, and that's what we wanted to focus on, just making it real simple and focusing on the small things. And this week we're game planning, but that's what we focused on last week.
For you, you jump right in the second half and jump into starting role, so you're focused a lot on the game plan. How nice was it to have those couple of days where you kind of get to go back and maybe not so focused on an opponent, but like you said, kind of working on just improving?
It helps, my confidence and my comfort level. So, those 2 days were just, 2 more days for me to, go out there and lead and, become a better leader and just kind of, you just get used to it. And, it really helped. And I'm really starting to, I'm really close to being 100% confident in the job and just where I am right now. So, it helped, and it's only going to get better.
Was there a big difference for you taking snaps against Ole Miss, knowing you had a full game under your belt? Did it kind of a different feel? You knew more about what you were doing, where you wanted to go?
Yeah, for sure. It was a lot different. It's also new, and it all happened so fast. LSU and the magnitude of the game and all that, and it's kind of surreal. So the Ole Miss game, I'd already throughout the LSU game, I learned a lot, and I grew up a lot. Had to handle, obviously adversity, and it really helped my confidence and how I feel mentally. So going into the Ole Miss game, I knew that I couldn't really face a better defense than I did. So my confidence was way up, and I really felt like it was a high school game. Just as far as confidence and just running the offense and not having any doubts, and the competitiveness. Just I was not necessarily trying not to mess up, but in LSU, I was just it was all happening so fast, like I said, and in Ole Miss, it was my leadership really came out a lot more. So it was a lot better preparing and playing in the Ole Miss game.
It's looking like you'll have Trevon and Emory both, I guess, back this week, pretty much full speed. What does that mean, you think, to the offense?
It just brings 2 more weapons to our offense, and that's something they have to game plan for. And they both require attention. We've got them both on the field. That's something that the defense is going to have to point out. If they don't, then we'll surely get them the ball. So it really opens our game plan up. Lets us do a few more things, and I think it's really going to help us.
What do you see when you see Georgia on film on defense?
They're really good. They're really good internally on the D line. They got huge guys there, so it's just we're gonna have to get them tired. They're when they're fresh, man, they're hard to beat. They can play with anybody. So we got to wear them down. You can see that they get tired, and that's what we need to get them. And but they're good tacklers. Good, they cover well. They're a complete defense. But if we execute like we can and we have been in practice, I don't think they'll be able to stop us.